Hi guys, Alex here. Welcome back to Girl Talk. I've got a little bit of mess and a little bit of drama today for you guys. For today's video, we're going to continue discussing, of course, this ongoing saga between Emily, Tommy, and Amber Lynn, the breakup that never seems to end. How many times in total have we reported their breakup? I mean, all the other times were fake until now. First, we're going to go ahead and discuss a community tab post from Amber. She addresses this whole situation, but it sounds like Emily behind the scenes is saying that she is going to sue Amber. That's what I'm getting from this message. It was like she told Amber, make a statement or else. So we will go through and analyze that statement. There is a lot of mention of the law getting involved, whether that is authorities or a judge. Tell it to the judge, girl. Tell it to the judge. And then I want to do a rundown. I just got done watching Rachel's video where she goes through brand new screenshots, brand new text messages from Emily. A lot of these text messages prove that the one-off texts that Amber Lynn showed in her live stream of Emily speaking badly to her, well, Amber really did it to herself because now Emily is providing context to those situations. Amber's whole narrative about Emily accusing her of things out of nowhere. Who would have guessed it was a lie? So I will give you guys the rundown of all the main points discussed in Rachel's video while interjecting my opinion. My, how the crumble cookies. Oh, and please excuse the piece of chicken in my teeth. It's horribly embarrassing, but I didn't even notice it until after I edited the video. So I feel like if I point it out myself, it won't be that embarrassing. I had chicken wings before this. Let's just get right into it. Shall we? All right, you guys, welcome back. There has been an ongoing joke in the community the past couple of days. Suing will entice. Which one is going to sue? On the topic of suing, let's take a look at this community tab that Amber posted just last night. And as you guys will be able to tell, it is very much giving Emily is behind the scenes telling her, girl, you better make a statement. You better speak out against these rumors or else I need to address something that has become a topic of conversation online. As you might have seen, there has been a lot of discourse between myself and Emily in which feelings were hurt and emotions controlled. Girl, emotions controlled. I want to clarify an important point that I think may have been lost among the chaos. Emily, to my knowledge or belief, has never intentionally caused someone's health to decline, nor has she ever intentionally caused somebody to die. I do have to say right off the bat, her use of the word intentionally, girl. So you're leaving room for interpretation that maybe she did do this. It just wasn't intentional. Girl, what does she think is going to happen? We know because of Emily's sickness. I'm going to stop calling it a fact because it's honestly a sickness. This is not healthy in any way, appropriate in any way. Emily's sickness causes her to bring these girlfriends food so they will get bigger and bigger because that's how she likes it. Amber Lynn just said herself in the now deleted live streams that she likes her girlfriends 1,000 pounds plus, 1,000 pounds, yeah. And that she was driving around with Emily and was like, can we stop? I want a 20-piece nugget. And Emily goes, how about a 40-piece, doll? On one point that is hilarious, but that's her sickness speaking. I do have to be fair and interject here because I recorded this before I saw Rachel's video. Rachel actually shared text messages between Emily and ALR where Emily was being supportive of her taking the GLP-1s, Ozempic, etc. We'll get a little more into that later, but I really don't buy it. I wouldn't so easily eat up everything that Emily is saying, especially this narrative right here, because we don't just have to go off of Amber's word. Let's take a trip down memory lane with a few of Emily's posts with her ex that now passed away on websites. I had a Domino's brookie today, all to myself, among other things, but that one stands out. Perhaps next time I skip all the other food and just get like 4 of those. My belly was not only super full today, but it was super happy. The only thing missing was my Willow Emily to feed it to me. That right there tells me that this was a behavior that went on. Emily would advertise content. She was responsible for, I assume, editing it it, but certainly distributing it. According to the bio on their shared site, Emily was supposed to help her ex lose weight. Instead, it seems that she would frequently feed her while she lay in the bed and take pictures smiling ear to ear while she lays underneath her stomach. To think that her going along with Amber in any way means that she doesn't like the bigger, the better, like she does. The bigger, the better. She knows that that has an impact on their health. She's a medical professional, at least for now. Unless she got fired, that's been a rumor. Did somebody call up the office and get her removed from her position? I won't feel bad for her because she should not be in that position with the sickness that she has. I do not believe that she would ever want to cause somebody's health to decline or to die. She has always shown care regarding my health and been a very caring person in that way. Girl, that is the exact opposite of what you were saying during the live streams just days ago. We've got the 40-piece nugget comment. We've got she brought her Buffalo Wild Wings to make her bigger. She ordered a weight loss tool from TikTok. She didn't want Amber to see it or to have it because she didn't want her to lose weight. Amber hasn't admitted to this, but she quit Ozempic like just a few weeks after she got with Emily, and that's no fucking coincidence. She did that to please Emily. Even if Emily herself did not encourage her to stop the Ozempic, Amber herself knew, based on what Emily was looking at on Tumblr, she wasn't interested in someone losing weight. And we all know the lengths that Amber would go, putting her health in jeopardy. It's just an excuse for her to eat whatever she wants. That's not even a sacrifice for her. Now she has Emily behind the scenes telling her to say the opposite. It sounds like they're back together, right? Because why else would she say this? It's giving me flashbacks to when Foodie Beauty was with Natter. She would flip-flop every day. Emily has since clarified, since Amber posted this message on YouTube, that they are not together. Sure, Emily, sure. Any statement to the opposite effect does not align with what I believe about Emily at all. She has never deserved the kind of hate or accusations that have been happening in the last year and a half. Girl, what does she have on you? The fact that she was able to flip-flop this fast, screaming, I am the victim in this situation. Why won't you believe me? Which was almost certainly a slip up, giving credit to Beck and Destiny. Oh, you're a victim in this situation. Cry wolf much? If Amber were to find herself in a serious situation, people wouldn't believe it at this point because she has cried wolf so many times. Does Amber not realize if we take this community tab at face value, that means that most of the things she was saying in her live stream were just straight up lies? Or is she just that delusional that she can say that and this at the same time and still be right? One of the comments on this post was like, are y'all back together or did she threaten you with a lawsuit? Y'all are so toxic. It's probably both, right? Lastly, I want to remind my audience and the reaction channel audience, girl, why are you even addressing us? Like, I thought we were toxic, disgusting, horrible. That while the drama is entertaining to you, there are real people with real lives behind it. Please do not make this worse for anyone involved. To do so is harmful, not helpful. Girl, if y'all are going to keep this going, I'm going to keep reporting. Emily could have left the internet. She could have been done. Amber did not have to come on. Honestly, she has done nothing but hurt her credibility. Nobody believes any of her stories regarding the Rarity situation. I mean, she has had 3. Emily had 1, and it stayed the same. They want to blame us. You guys are the ones putting on the show. If you don't want people to talk about it, stop putting on the show. Stop responding. Stop giving reaction channel screenshots. Stop going live. Fuck out of here. We don't got to make anything up to make y'all look like a mess. These past few days have been extremely painful for the both of us, and I need everyone to know that I will be continuing to take some time to pause, wait, reflect, and focus on moving forward in a healthier way. Thank you to everyone who's shown kindness and understanding during this time. So here she comes in with this like corporate community tab post. I did see a lot of people saying that there's no way that she wrote this. It's not well written. So it's her trying to sound smart. She probably had the help of Chat BPD, whatever. All right, you guys. So for this part of the video, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a quick rundown and my thoughts about Rachel's brand new video where she exposes in detail texts shared between Emily and Amberlynn. A lot of these text messages were giving context to the screenshots that Amberlynn was showing in her now deleted live streams. Let's go ahead and start off with some clarification from Emily in regards to the whole timeline of Rarity going missing. And this, if you watch Rachel's video, was the part where Emily was actually speaking herself. She gave Rachel a voice note. They were fighting. Emily was trying to sleep. Amber wakes her up out of her sleep with a fight. Emily is just not having it, tries to leave the room, but Amber blocks the way. She's yelling and screaming. Emily tries to push past ALR, but Amber fumbled and fell onto her, bringing them both to the ground. Amberlynn, still on the ground, starts crying, saying, "No, you're not leaving." Emily, now standing up, says that, "Amber, you need to leave permanently." And that is when Amberlynn grabbed her arm as Emily was trying to escape the situation, and she dug in, leaving the red marks. Also, during this fight, Amber told Emily that she can see how Megan went crazy because Emily has pushed her so far mentally. Megan is Emily's ex who held Emily at pew pew point for hours and wouldn't let her leave the room. It is interesting that Amber, right then and there, while she's repeating the behavior, not letting Emily leave a room, and she's bringing up Megan. After that, Amber goes to block the front door so that Emily can't leave, which is why Emily decided to rush out the back door. As she left, she remembers closing the door as Amber was approaching her. But I do have to wonder, Amber would open it back up. Now, we know she's not going to go running after her. Once she got out of the house, it was done. But I could see Amber yelling and screaming from the door. And if Amber did that, it would also clear Emily's name from leaving the door open for Rarity to get out. It was the next day after that, Emily went to work, and towards the end of her shift, Amber texted saying that Rarity was gone. And Emily says that Amber was just sitting on the couch the whole time that Emily was looking for Rarity. Amber would smother her after work. Her attention was never enough. She would even throw fits and then use therapy buzzwords to twist Emily into being the bad guy, according to Emily. Now getting on to some of these text messages, Amberlynn pretended to be sick with C19. Do you guys remember back last February, there was a whole C19 arc on ALR's channel? Well, according to Emily and these text messages, it would seem as though she never even had C19. In fact, she would frequently use health scares and sickness to get Emily's attention. She would even lie about her pets being sick to get Emily's attention. Because like I said, it was never enough. A lot of their arguments come down to Amber insisting to always be on a FaceTime call with Emily all the time. It's very similar to what she would do to Destiny and Beck, the smothering. Emily had a job, and Amber was up all night thinking Emily should be too. Same crap that she would do to Destiny. Remember, Destiny had to call her on her lunch breaks and spend her lunch breaks with ALR over the phone. She couldn't bear to give Destiny autonomy for that 30 minutes. Gosh forbid she would run off with another woman. I mean, Amber's thoughts were actually justified. She was talking to another woman, but that's still not acceptable behavior. I mean, it's ridiculous. Emily shows these weird text messages where Amber basically said, "What's the point of waking up to sit here while you're at work?" And this was when she was at home, not when she was in Wisconsin. So while she was at home in Oklahoma, her only reason to get up that day was to talk to Emily. Now we get to Emily accusing old girl of cheating. According to ALR, it was out of the blue. But Emily actually saw Amberlynn getting text messages from someone named Danielle. So Emily, knowing who Danielle is, it's someone that Amber frequently spoke to, Emily hit up Danielle, to which Danielle confirmed with proof, mind you. But we don't have the proof, unfortunately. Emily didn't share that. According to Emily, she sent the proof to Emily that ALR was flirting with her while they were in a relationship. So there was a very good reason that Emily was accusing Amber of cheating on her. I mean, Amber had these rules that she got upset when Emily was looking up pictures. Remember that? Any kind of corn that Emily was looking at, or like maybe it doesn't cross into corn territory. Amber thought that that was cheating. She said that straight up in videos multiple times. So when it comes to that situation on Amber's live stream, when Amber was reading through her journal saying that Emily contacted her ex, which caused Amber to freak out, calling Emily's ex herself, blocking her and saying never speak to Emily, what really happened was Emily was just checking on this girl because there was a natural disaster in her area. Amber made that into a jealous rage. That's crazy to me. So she was just like checking on an ex. Maybe they still communicate. Maybe they're still friends. The only reason Amber isn't friends with her exes is because of the way she's treated them. But not everybody's in that situation. She was just checking on this girl as a natural disaster was going on. And Amber freaked out. On Mother's Day earlier this year, ALR gifted Emily $100. Remember, Emily's a mother. I always seem to forget that, but yeah, she has a daughter. She's a mom. Later, Amber got mad that Emily didn't send her anything back because she's a pet mom. Maybe she didn't think about that because the way you don't take care of them. Emily was even calling out Amber in texts about how she takes care of her pets, unlike her. Also, the whole Rarity situation, this had already happened by then. This just goes to show that every time Amber gives, it comes with stipulations. I mean, Destiny and Dana remember that. Beck surely remembers that. She used her money as a way to basically make Beck her personal butler. She would also use money to keep Destiny and Dana coming around. They knew that Amber was going to pay for everything. Amber even sent them money for bills, I'm sure with the expectation that Destiny keeps her mouth shut. But of course, that didn't work out later. So when Amber keeps saying that we're bringing up stuff from 5 years ago, it's like, girl, yeah, it only further confirms the things that you are doing now. Amber's been absolutely horrible, a menace in this relationship. But I think that Emily is sick in a different way. You would think that if Amberlynn had screenshots that portrayed Emily the way that Emily's portraying her, or any kind of gotcha, she would have shown it by now. That was my first thought. Emily's probably only showing things that make her look good, that prove her point, but Amber's got nothing. So where is it? I'm inclined to believe it's just not there. Emily gets upset that Amber didn't tell her and plays dumb when Jordy showed an old video of Emily. Amber was always watching these reaction channels, but she didn't want Emily to do so. Right, because she doesn't want Emily to see, for example, someone talking about Beck or Destiny's story and then see all the similarities in who Amber is now. They will see that this woman has not changed in years, and it's clear they're going to get the same thing and it's going to end the same way. Emily tells Amber that this level of, quote, stalking from Jordy is becoming creepy. They start fighting and Amber threatens to tell YouTube everything. She hates us, and yet she always runs to us when something happens, huh? Because Amber's audience and the reaction channel audience, it's pretty much one and the same. Yeah, she has like a handful of Am babies, but when she's going live and nobody is sniping, there's reaction channel audience members in there. Emily told Rachel she doesn't know what exactly Amber is on about when it comes to telling YouTube everything. Emily couldn't think of anything specific that Amber would run to drag her reputation through the mud. Emily is seen telling Amber that she's going to make a video exposing her. So these two were back and forth talking about running to YouTube with all of their secrets, all their drama. This was bound to happen from day one. But we know that Emily was behind the scenes talking to reaction channel audience members who would then screenshot it and send it to reaction channels. On the other hand, Amber would threaten to expose everything just if Emily doesn't pick up the phone. That's how completely ridiculous she would be. Remember how Amber's whole thing was Emily was begging her for FaceTime sex and photos of my belly. She went on and on about that. She was begging for pictures of my body while talking crap on Reddit at the same time. That's not normal. Amber basically used that as a good distraction from not being able to find anything to prove that Emily kicked her or the Rarity situation. Well, Rachel had a chat with Emily over text where Emily claims no, ALR would send the pictures unsolicited. They would not be, but more so akin to thirst traps, possibly belly pictures. Amber never sent a photo with no clothes, according to Emily. So she doesn't have anything with no clothes. I mean, she has the BPD meltdown and possible tapes. And towards the end of the video, this was interesting to see for sure. Rachel shared a few text messages between Amber and Emily where they were talking about GLP-1s, Ozempic, etc. And Emily was being seemingly supportive of her use of GLP-1s, which seems to go against everything Amber said in regards to the Buffalo Wild Wings, the 40-piece nugget. But I don't know. It's a non-negotiable that Emily is into the bigger, the better. She was liking pictures of people on the brink. That Tumblr she was looking at, getting off to people who are wearing oxygen masks. Like, the proof is already out there, Emily. Also, talking to Emily, Amber admitted to smoking what I believe to be cigarettes in the way that she said it, which would be completely crazy if she was actually doing that. That would explain that pack always being around. Plus, Emily smoked, so she might have picked up the habit. Amber would pick up the habit even if she hated it, just so that she could be out there for that 5 minutes that Emily takes when she leaves the house for a surrogate. She doesn't want her to have 5 minutes to go out wild. I do wonder where this is going to go, how people will think about Emily in particular, because opinions change. I still think that she's sick, very sick. Someone that was laying on the hospital bed because of their issues related to obesity. And yet she still made content with them and sold it to other sick people online. I'm sorry. I'm not going to give that a pass. All right, you guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. It's just the gift that keeps on giving. And I will, of course, catch you guys in the next one. I will see you guys on Sunday night's live stream. Bye now.